It had been a long day. Jesus and his disciples had spent hours with crowds of people, teaching, healing, and sharing stories. When evening came, Jesus looked at his disciples and said, "Let's cross over to the other side of the lake." So they climbed into a boat and set off across the Sea of Galilee. The water was calm, the breeze was gentle. Everything seemed peaceful. Jesus, exhausted from the day, found a quiet spot at the back of the boat, laid his head down, and fell asleep. But then, out of nowhere, a storm hit. And not just any storm, a violent, raging storm. Winds roared, waves crashed over the boat, tossing it like a toy in the water. The disciples, many of them experienced fishermen, did everything they could to keep the boat from sinking. But the storm was too strong. The boat was filling with water. Panic set in. And where was Jesus? Still asleep. The disciples couldn't believe it. How could he sleep through this? They rushed to him, shaking him awake. "Teacher, don't you care that we're about to drown?" Jesus stood up. He looked at the raging sea. And then he simply spoke, "Peace, be still." And instantly, just like that, the wind stopped. The waves settled. The sea became completely calm. The disciples stood there, dripping wet, their hearts still pounding. Jesus looked at them and asked, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" They had seen Jesus heal the sick and do amazing things before. But this was different. They whispered to each other, "Who is this, that even the wind and waves obey him?" Life can feel like that storm sometimes, chaotic, overwhelming, completely out of control. And just like the disciples, we panic. We feel like we're sinking. But here's the truth. Jesus is still in the boat. Even when he seems silent, even when the storm feels too big, he is in control. And when we turn to him, he speaks the same words to our hearts. Peace, be still.